Confetti, and today we're going to talk about American men versus Russian men. So they talked to about 10 American men and 10 Russian men, and they asked them about would they go 50-50 with their significant other. So all the American men, of course, said they want 50-50, but all the Russian men said they have no problem taking care of their women. So that created a lot of people to go outrageous and ape shit in the comments. So a lot of the Russian men are like, yes, if this is my wife, this the love of my life, I'm going to take care of her so she could take care of my offspring. But a lot of American men are like, okay, well, what is she doing when I'm not home? And that doesn't make sense. We're both adults. She should take care of herself and I take care of me. But a lot of the arguments starting to sound like, and a lot of women say that they kind of want traditional values and a traditional home. I don't think there's anything wrong with a relationship that's 50-50, but I also don't see anything wrong with a relationship that's traditional where a man takes care of his wife and his kids. And I think that a lot of American men have a problem with doing that. And I don't know what that is, and I don't know why. But there's men around the world definitely are taking care of their families, because I come from I'm first generation here in this country. And I will say that my dad definitely held the household down financially while my mom stayed at home. And it's just, and to see in the world where a lot of people do the opposite was different to me. It was kind of like a culture shock. However, we're not going to poop on the people who do things the way that they do. There's just nothing wrong with that. But I think it's weird that people try to pressure others to do 50-50 if they really don't want to. I think that any relationship dynamic is okay as long as the two people are consent to it and they're like, hey, this is what we want to do. But I'm going to let the videos play, and Herschel Walker is in here going off. So let me know what you think in the comments section below. Betty Confetti signing off. Bye.
There's a viral video going around of American men and Russian men being asked if they would provide for their wives. Every single American man said no. They said they wanted to go 50-50. One even said, she's an adult, she can provide for herself. They all mocked the idea of providing for their wives. Every single Russian man said yes. They were dumbfounded at the question, actually. One said, it's my wife, of course. They weren't like, well, it's 50-50. What's she bringing to the table? She can get a job. No, they recognize the value and privilege of just having a woman in their lives. We hear a lot of complaints from American men about modern women and how they aren't feminine, but they're not even functioning as providers and protectors. They want women to be their roommates who pay half the bills, provide a maid service for their dusty apartment, and are their bedroom buddy. When these men try to go find wives overseas, the women are always like, I'm not coming back to help you pay bills and lay down with you. Are you crazy? See, these men want women to be feminine, but they have her out in her masculine all day doing more of the heavy lifting and providing than they do. There's no benefit to you, sweetie. If a man wants a relationship with a woman, he needs to step up instead of expecting her to become half a man because he lacks manhood.
America versus Russia, asking men if they would provide for their woman.
Well, it just depends, Number one, why would I? But what is she doing while I'm working? It's kind of like each relationship now is a 50-50.
То, наверное, да. Потому что все-таки я беру ответственность за человека.
Nah, she has to provide for herself. She's an adult.
Конечно, если жена, это семья, это дети, и, конечно, в идеале, чтобы она уделяла 100% времени воспитанию.
Well, I mean, I would want it to be 50-50. That's the current situation I have. Right?
Если ей не хочется работать, если ей не хочется самореализовываться, ей приятно находиться на моем содержании, почему нет, я могу себе это позволить.
I would. I would probably inspire her to work, just so I can see that there is some motive going in her future.
Жизнь, моя жизненная ситуация устраивает, и я живу с девушкой, я ее содержу.
Она должна другие функции выполнять, а мужчина на своем месте всегда.